Reassembling's not too bad. This piece here just fits on like this. And then it's a bunch of, I think there were 10. Or smaller actually. Yes, 7. Not mega tight. So I'm going to start them all off by hand. Once these are all on, we can then put the oil distribution pipe on. And now the little oil distribution pipe goes on like that and then clips in. Looking how to fit it, it's a bit of a catch-22. It does actually go onto the groove here on the top and holds in place quite nicely. However, I'm not sure whether these will guide in properly. What I might do is try doing it like this, put it in place, then get a camera or a boroscope down the back and see if I can spot whether that has gone in place and sealed properly. Let's try lifting it in and see how well it kind of drops in place. It's probably just a quick test fit, this one, and just see. Because actually the gasket does feel like it's held in place quite nicely. Now whether, yeah, I can feel that the rear ones haven't slotted in properly first time, and you can see it's just dropped back off again. I need to have a little bit of a think on how to do this easily. Okay, this might work. You can see I've got the camera phone in place down there, and you can see these two guides, which is where we're trying to get this to fit into. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift this into place. And try. Oh no, it's completely come out at this end. But looking on the camera, it looks like that's not far off. So that might actually work. Because the other option I've got is what I do is I put these in place like this and then use a little bit of gasket sealer to kind of hold everything in the right place. Actually, that might be the way forward, because looking around, that's not far off. I think that might be how we do it. I'm going to keep the camera there because that looks like it gives us a nice view to make sure that those are in place. You can see that one's lifting a little bit, but if I just slot it in, that grabs into place. Those two look like they're in the right place now. So I'm going to get a little bit of gasket sealer, put a few dabs on to hold it in, and hopefully we can do that. One other thing, I'm replacing all of these as well. Now interestingly, these have actually gone quite brittle and won't come off easily, so I'm just going to force them or pull them off and then fit the new ones. I've probably put way more than I need to, but I'm thinking it should help this go on and hold it in place. Yeah, now there's way too much on that one because I can see it going onto the inside, and I don't want this stuff getting onto the inside, which is where it'll jam up the oil lines. So I'm going to keep cleaning it up to make sure I get as much of it off as I can. If it splurges over to the inside, I just want a very small amount just to help hold it in place. I thought I had it, but I haven't. The gasket's dropped off the bottom there. I'm gonna have to try that again. Okay, I think that has worked. I think everything's lined up. It looks like we've got our oil guides all in place. The gasket looks like it's fitted all the way around. So I'm going to get as many of these bolts in now as I can to make sure that the gasket doesn't get a chance to move. And then we need to look at the correct sequence for tightening them all up. Oh, and also finding the one that I dropped, because I heard one drop somewhere near the radiator, so that might be interesting to find. For now, let's get these in and then use the cameras to check and see whether the gasket is fitting all the way around. What I've done is I've worked my way around doing them to hand tight. Now they don't go very tight actually, looking them up, 8 Newton meters of torque, which is not very much at all. So I'm going to go around now with the torque wrench and get them all to 8. Like I say, 8 is not a lot. My torque wrench actually starts at 10, so we are going to be doing them to 10, which I don't think is going to be a major problem. It's not far off, but what I am going to do is work my way around so that the tension goes on equally, because that is important. I don't want it going on kind of unevenly round one way or the next. That's them all torqued into place. Now all we need to do is put all the other parts that we took off back, ECU, all the other bits and pieces that are lying around the car now, and hopefully that's going to solve our problem. Oh, and change the spark plugs, which is where all of this started from. Well then, there we go. That's changing the rocker cover gasket. Also the servicing of the car. Did change the air filter earlier as well. I do have a fuel filter to change, but I think I'm going to leave that one for now because we've done quite a lot and it's taken me quite a few times to get all of this right, waiting for parts, things like that. So I'm going to call it there. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video. As always, if you think I could do something different, pop a comment down the bottom, good or bad. It's good to hear some feedback because, like I keep saying, these are not guides. This is just how I'm tackling a problem, how I'm dealing with it. Probably not the right way, but it solves the problem for me and gets me by, and that's the main thing, isn't it, with most of these car repairs. So I'll see you in the next video.